could be the worst corner in this whole house to do this video. So let's just see how long it stays connected. My name's Carol. I'm bent into shape. And I had a request to do a tutorial of the flower that I did this morning. Here it is. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to get set up. Just needed to make sure it was down there. So stay tuned. This is live. It's going to work out or it's not going to work out, and that's okay. Alrighty. Turn you around. Here is my wee bobby that I did this morning. Get that under the camera. Okay. I did this with vintage bronze, antique bronze. This is 20 gauge vintage bronze. This was the wire. Okay, tarnish resistant. Look at that, it's not a toy. Huh. Keep that in mind, folks. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to. Doesn't mean I'm going to get there because I decided I was going to grab some of this wire, and it is dead soft, but this is how we get going. And so there's just no rhyme or reason or format. Get these matched up somewhat, and first things first, make a bail up at the top. So that's just it. What I like to do though, I just like to put a pencil in it because that seems to be a standard of the best way to do it. And while we're here, let's just preempt this for a second. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Type them down there in the comment box. This is my setup. I know that I was going to show a friend how to do this. This is what it is. I just put up on top of my magnifying glass. It hooks onto the desk. Very cool for magnification right there in that little circle. And I just discovered I probably, as long as I don't knock it off, this is going to work out really well. So maybe a little bit of hand cream because, you know, I'm not a hand model. These are working hands. So the idea was that I like the idea of the boldness, and I'm still going to try 4 strands, but right now we're going to have 2 strands, and I'm going to do it really quick. I will tell you, I did it freehand on the left side here, and then I took a pencil and I wrapped it around on this side. So everything about this wrap turned out really, really well. Not perfect, and it doesn't matter. That's okay. So let's see how we should go here. There, right about there. Making the bail. Twisting from here. You can twist the pencil or twist the wire. Twisting the pencil actually makes a really good bail. And everybody has their way of doing a bail, but that, you know, flat against the chest, right? And then maybe putting some jump rings on. I kind of like to have it that way. Then it's a bail. It's good to go. That's where it sits on the chest or whatever. It just depends on how you're going to use it. So freehand on this side is just, this is nice wire. It's good if you're just starting out because it's very flexible. Maybe I should go the other way over here. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but that's pretty good so far, right? Because I can already take it and go over like that. I'm just going to keep going. As Matt says, we don't know which way it's going to go. It usually just wraps itself. Now, like I said, this 20 gauge and it's pretty soft, and I still don't really know what I'm doing, so bear with me. It may or may not be a flower, but this is what I did yesterday. I can tell you already, I'd probably want to brace this up quite a bit. I see the flower coming, and I see it happening in a different way. Practice makes perfect, right? And this is going not too bad, not too shabby. Is it going to be a flower? Hard to say. It might be something totally different. That's why I always do a hashtag that says one of a kind, always one of a kind. Okay, so there's a little bit of something going on right there. Maybe just end it. Make sure your pieces are together. Go this way. Hard. Left turn, Clyde. Okay, so I think I'm just going to keep that right down there. A little bit of manipulation. Well, maybe it's not going to be a flower after all. I don't know. What do you think? Anything could happen. So on this wire, what I did, I took it and then I wrapped it around. Wow, this is really nice wire. It's keeping everything together, okay? And of course, leaving enough at the end so that I can put this bead on that I have. Definitely not anything resembling a flower at this moment. Hold on, hold on. And of course, as much as I try to make it into a flower, the more it's going to resist it. No way, Jose. Okay. Keeping these guys together. So, here's the basis of the flower, and then what I did was I just pulled it out, and then I started to stretch it out like a slinky, and then I brought it around and around and around. Definitely not, there's no support there right now. Nothing is holding it together. And everything just emerged. And quite honestly, it's really not unlike a flower blossoming. Oh, I remember what I did now too. With the bale that was here, I helped to secure it by wrapping that around. Just gives it a little bit of a tether. Okay, it's really blooming and blossoming. So what I did initially was I just started to flatten and flatten and flatten and manipulate and move and flatten. These come in very handy. Of course, look at that. I mean, is that not just made for people like me that are constantly making a mess? Bring those two guys out. I see great things happening. Make that a little smaller. So there you go. That's just on the top. Now, the trick is that in the flower, in said flower, there was a spot in the center to put said bead to make it look more like a flower. Maybe just keep on going with one more turn here. Note to self, hand cream last, hand cream just on the top. Hand cream beforehand might not be the best idea. So let's see what we can do with this guy. Because this is so bendy, I'm just wondering if I took this, brought it through. You see what's happening here. Bring that up there a bit. And of course, it's probably a pretty good idea to pay attention to what's happening in the back. And that's going to have to be shored up because it's pretty loosey-goosey. But here we go. I got this beautiful purple bead, probably about an 8mm, maybe even 10. Will it even fit on here? Maybe not. I don't think so. What was I supposed to do? Check beforehand. Not gonna happen. How about this little guy? Well, that's kind of pretty. I had another little guy. Where'd he go? Not there. Okay. Well, that is going to be the middle of the flower, and things just didn't turn out the way that I thought it would, but that's okay, because that's pretty styling, and I'm okay with that. And I think that I am going to just go right back in, lace these guys together, and help to build a little bit of strength. Can you see that? Get my wonderful, see, look at that. Fabulous. I love it. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's happening. Now, as we all know, wow, I'm pretty impressed with that. I might have to put that on Instagram. Okay, so what do we do with everything else? When I make the scarf around the bail, I'm not worrying too much about making it perfect. Okay, but this does really help to strengthen and shore it up. Would I use this soft wire in the future? This is maybe just a little too soft. I'm just going to take this guy right here. Right here. Give him a little turn. Little turn. Turn it in there. And then what to do with this guy? This guy from the back, I'm going to wrap it around too. Hey, Wes. Live video happening, hey? They don't care. Just tuck that in there because I am, yeah, there we go. Going to bring that over here. Make a big scarf up on this bale. Could even maybe hang something from here, hey? What could that be? I don't know if I'd change it too much. It's pretty nice just the way that it is. Get this coming around. So we're halfway, and there's a perfect place right in here. To hide these guys right there. Then tuck them in. Long story short, gonna play around with that a little bit. Again, hide it. What was a flower this morning is now wrapped up into something else. I think that if you put a bright colored bead in there, it totally makes it look more as if it was a flower. But here's the idea, wrapping on the outside and building up into something that just isn't your, your standard wrap like this one, or of course like this one, right? We're all getting pretty good at these ones. I still love those ones though. So thanks for joining. And if you have any comments or suggestions, I'll put my Instagram, or you can message me here. Just a wee Bobby. So thanks for joining. Catch you next time.